Welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. Well, there's not going to be any baking today. No. Today I decided to do a tag that's been traveling around YouTube. My friend Monica McGillicuddy, she did the tag first. And Monica's channel is Monica's Beauty and Lifestyle. And I really enjoyed it. And then my friend from England, Bella, who does Beauty on a Budget, she jumped on there and did the tag, and I thought, well, maybe I'll do it. It'd be something fun to do. So first of all, thank you all for tuning in. This is going to be a tag on pretty much why I started my YouTube channel. And let me just backtrack a little and tell you that I've pretty much worked my whole life. I really did. I'm kind of one of these A-plus personalities, and I've always got to be doing something. I can't stand just sitting still. If it isn't one thing, it's another. I'm happiest when I'm busy. And so I've done a lot of things in my mature lifetime. But anyway, I was a licensed New Jersey real estate agent for many years, and I really enjoyed that. I ran a small family business. I won't bore you with everything, but right before I retired, I worked for 15 years as the human resources manager for a behavioral health organization. No, I didn't work with the patients, I worked with the employees. So anyway, after I retired, I was kind of a little bit lost after working for so many years. So I thought to myself, what am I going to do? And then my grandson said, Grandma, why don't you start a YouTube channel? Because they knew how much I loved to bake and cook. So I didn't know much about YouTube at the time, but I thought, you know what? It's a pretty good idea. So because I love baking and I love diva stuff, makeup, jewelry, clothes, I thought, I'll name my channel The Baking Diva, which is what I did. So, the first question on here is, why did you start your YouTube channel? Well, let me just tell you, first of all, I started it to try to teach people who are new at it how to bake. And let me tell you, and let me show you something which will explain why. When I first got married, I was 20 years old. And my grandmothers, I would watch them bake and cook, and they were fantastic, and my mother was a good cook. So I wanted to, be a good wife, and I wanted to learn how to do all these things. Well, let me hold this up for you. And you know I'm crazy, and I cracked myself up. It's called the McCall's Cookbook. It's pretty old. I think it was published in, let me just see, I think it was in the 60s. But it was given to me at my bridal shower by some good friends. Yes, it was published or copyrighted in 1963. Well, we had our first apartment, and we were so excited, to have our apartment, to be married, and all of that. But we had, at the time, a stove that was built into the counter. And then there was a wall oven. But the stove was electric, with the coils. And I wasn't used to doing much cooking or baking on an electric stove. So the first recipe I wanted to make with my new cookbook, and look how old this thing is. I've had it since I've gotten married, and that's been a long time. Well, don't go away now, because now I'm going to show you one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel. Are you ready? Check out my cookbook. Look at this. I was young. I was learning how to cook. I had never used an electric stove before, so I put down my cookbook, flipped to the page that I wanted, and proceeded to make my recipe. But what did I do? I baked my cookbook. I saved that, and every once in a while the cameraman and I check this out and we laugh. but I still use some of the recipes from this cookbook. So I thought to myself, well, I'm sure there's a lot of young cooks out there, or a lot of inexperienced bakers that would like to learn how to make some fun things, so I would show them. And also, like I said, I used to do a lot of baking, a lot of party planning, and all my friends would say, oh, that's so good, can I have the recipe? And I got tired of writing down the recipe for everybody, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do a YouTube channel, and then when they want the recipe, I'll just tell them, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's pretty much how I got started, and it's just all been history from there. Okay, the second question was, do you do any research, preparation, or practice? Well, for my videos, yes, I do research, and I do a lot of preparation, not so much practice. I mean, a lot of the recipes I make, I've already made before, so I don't need to practice them. But some things I like to kind of check out the history. Like when I did a video on Peeps, it was fascinating to go find out all about Peeps and when they originated and how many Peeps they make a year, and just a lot of things. I did something on a depression type cake one time, and I, did some research on that, which I thought was interesting. So every once in a while I like to give you a little background on my recipes, but preparation, there's a lot of preparation that people don't realize when you're doing baking or cooking videos. At least for me there is. I like to try to get everything out, get everything pre-measured, otherwise the videos take so long. And even with all the preparation I do, there's still going to be some bloopers in there, but yeah, I do a lot of preparation. Try to prepare everything before I start my video. Question 3. Did you have a game plan from the get-go? No. My game plan was, like I said, just to have fun. It was a little bit of a hobby it was going to be after I retired from my job. And I just enjoy it, and I enjoy sharing my recipes with everyone. I really didn't have a game plan at the time I started it, so I would have to say no to that. Question 4. What have you found to be some unexpected challenges, and what unexpected rewards? Well, I'll start first with the unexpected rewards. I have met so many wonderful, wonderful people on YouTube that have become friends. And I think I've mentioned this in other videos. People will say to you, Dolores, how the heck can you make friends like that with people you've never even met? People from other parts of the country, people from other parts of the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can. I have met so many wonderful people that have become friends. Not going to mention them all because I don't want to slight anyone, but you know who you are. And that's been such a rewarding part of being on YouTube for me. All the friends I have met, and it's just been a lot of fun. Now, the other part of it was, what have you found to be some unexpected challenges? Let me see. I don't know if you call them challenges, but I had to learn right off that my videos were way too long. Even now I'm trying to cut them down a little bit. I was new at YouTube, so I didn't realize that so many people, I mean, they have so many subscribers, and they can't possibly, it's impossible to watch every single subscriber's video. So I try to spread the love and watch the ones that I'm most interested in. And I try to respond to comments because I always feel that if you're taking the time out of your busy schedule to leave me a comment, I should certainly make the time to answer it. And I enjoy seeing all the comments I get. But unexpected challenges, yeah, I mean, you're hoping that your channel will grow, and sometimes it doesn't grow as fast as you would have liked it to, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know, could get a little bit discouraged. And then you say to yourself, chin up, keep on moving. Like I always say, keep on moving, like that little train that's chugging up the track, and you'll get there. It just takes time to grow a channel. But challenges, just trying to get your channel to grow. Learning some of the do's and don'ts on YouTube, just things of that nature. Next question is YouTube for fun or a hobby, or do you plan to make money from it? Well, I'm going to try not to laugh. But for me, it's a really fun hobby. I love it. And if something goes on where I can't get to do my videos for a little bit, I feel really sad because I miss all of you and I really have fun doing it. As far as planning to make money for it, I never ever went into it even thinking I would make any money. I didn't even know how all that stuff worked. Monetizing your video, having to have a certain amount of hours, subscribers. I was clueless. I knew nothing about that. It's not easy. And everybody gets so excited about their subscribers. Oh, I have so many subscribers. And I have found that it's not so much the subscribers, it's the views. It's how many views you get, how many people watch your videos and how long they watch them for. Then you can make a few pennies here and there. But no, I do it for fun. And if I can make a couple of dollars here and there, I'm very thankful. Because I'll tell you something, and just like others can tell you who have, their makeup channels and all, because I'm also part of the mature beauty community that I love, and I've met so many great people from that community too. Not just baking and cooking, but from the beauty community. Because I like to watch a lot of different channels. Trust me, it costs me a lot of money when I do these baking videos, because everything that I have to buy to make, they're expensive. And after a while, you're looking at your recipe and you're saying, do I need to pick up that or I need to pick up this? And it can run you into money. So yes, I would love to make a few dollars so I can put it back into buying the products to do the baking for you. But am I counting on it? No, not so much. And the last question here is personal tips and mistakes you have made. Well, I'll say that the tips are, first of all, what I mentioned before. You can't have videos that are too long. I know it's hard. It's hard for me because I'm a blabbermouth. I'm a people person and I love to talk to people, and I would love to give everybody a little bit of the history of the recipe. And I like to go step by step, and I like to take my time showing everybody exactly how to make it. I know I could just focus my tripod and my camera just on what I'm doing and go through that, but that's no fun for me. I know it's quicker, but I feel like if I want to enjoy my channel and have fun and meet all of you, well, then I want to talk to you and get to know you. And plus, I want to take my time so you don't make mistakes like I did when you're doing your baking. This just cracks me up. McCall's cookbook. I don't know. Is McCall's even around anymore? I don't know. Look at this thing. It's falling apart, but I love it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tag. I had fun doing it, but don't go away. On a more serious note, I wanted to give you just a short life update. All of you that have been following me for a while, you know that my husband, who's my cameraman, has always filmed my videos. You don't see him very much. He likes to stay behind the camera and just film. And he's been a great help. And we used to have a banter that we went back and forth with, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. And then little by little, he started getting away from the camera, and everybody was like, "Where's the cameraman? I hope the cameraman's okay." And so many people asked me about him that I felt I owed it to you to address it. And I told you that he was going through some health issues, and he was going to be taking a little bit of a break from the camera. Well, let me just tell you now that he was diagnosed a couple of years ago with prostate cancer. And let me tell you, it was a shock to everyone. I mean, he had been in very good health most of his life. He was so athletic. He was a professor, a teacher. He coached. And when he got hit with that, it was tough. I don't mind telling you. And I'm not going to go into everything about prostate cancer. It's very common in men who are older. And what I will say is the reason you didn't see him for a while is he had to go through 6 weeks of radiation. And at the same time, that's when I had knee surgery. And he was at the hospital with me. I had my surgery, and then he would leave and run to a different hospital and get his radiation and then come back. And he took care of me the whole time that I was recuperating. He had to have many, many tests, and anybody that knows anything about prostate cancer, the men get their blood work done, and it's called a PSA, and the doctors keep their eye on that to see if it goes up and down, up and down. Well, I'm skipping ahead. And after his radiation, his numbers went down, and we were thrilled. But then they started going up and down, up and down. And the doctor said sometimes that's common. They call it a bounce. But after a while, it just leveled out. And the doctor told him, the urologist, that they didn't feel that the radiation worked. And then, to make a long story short, after going for some scans, they found out it had traveled a little bit and metastasized to a portion of the bone in his back and his spine. So one good thing about prostate cancer is it's very slow in growing, and it can be managed with medication. So he does have to go every 3 months for an injection. And he started about 3 months ago on a fairly new, very effective cancer medication. He takes 4 of them a day, 4 pills a day. He had some side effects from the medication, had some side effects from the radiation, but he's starting to feel a little bit better now. In fact, on a fun note, for a while there, and I'm sure some of you noticed who follow me all the time, that he was behind the camera and you would hear his voice was a little low or hoarse, and he wasn't as happy as he used to be. And so I said to him, "Don't do this anymore." I said, you don't sound good behind the camera. His back was hurting. He was tired. I said, I'll do this by myself from now on. Wow. He tells everyone now I fired him. He tells them all I fired him from his job. So lately, the last maybe month, he's been helping me again. He's feeling a little bit better, and he's back behind the camera for short periods of time, and he's helping me out. So I really felt that some of you are like family to me, and I wanted to give you a little update on him. So he is doing better. We're hoping he feels better on the medication, and I'm hoping he's going to be with me for many more years to come. I met him in high school, and we've been married for a long time, and I don't know what I would do without him. So for any of you out there that believe in prayer, say a prayer for him, and that's it. So that's a life update on the cameraman, and I hope you enjoyed the tag. why I started my YouTube channel. And I just want to tell you all that I really do appreciate each and every one of you, because without you, I really wouldn't even be sitting here. Notice I'm not at my island in front of the black poster board. I have to put on my refrigerator so it doesn't have light reflections all over it. I know it's not very exciting, but it's the only spot I can sit in the kitchen where the lighting will work. So anyway, I want to wish all of you a wonderful week. What do I have coming up? Oh, I have a collab with a friend from Canada. We're just, the two of us are doing a St. Patrick's Day dessert. So I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. I love my new subscribers. I just appreciate each and every one of you. It really means a lot to me. So if you haven't already done it, go down below, bing, hit that little red subscribe. There's a little bell next to it. YouTube calls it the notification bell. And if you press that and then you hit, I think it says all, whenever I put a video up, you'll get a notification from YouTube and you won't miss anything. So I hope to see you all again very soon. Mwah! Love each and every one of you. And as I always say, toodles!